Hey folks, it's Mark. For the past sort of year, I've been watching something quite fascinating and different happening in the online space and asking founders, people who are successfully doing 500k, a million, 2 million a year, a sort of simple question: what makes your brand different? And the responses are very, very telling. There's a lot of pausing, searching around for features, benefits, tactical advantages, and then something very intangible like better customer service, higher quality, generic answers that could apply to quite literally anybody. And it really got me thinking and prompted me to make this video that if you can't articulate your unique difference, then everything else that comes with it, your customers' feelings, your marketing, isn't going to have that profound message contained within it. So it might hurt a little bit to think that you've accidentally perhaps turned your business into a commodity. You maybe get so focused on optimization, the latest AI tools, what's working in the industry, that you've forgotten the one thing that can't be replicated, which is who you are as a brand. Your values, your beliefs, your reason for existing beyond just profit. And the thing that really matters is AI right now is creating a situation where everything is becoming a commoditized message. And the human elements that you really want to get out there, they are your sustainable advantage. And most founders are running in the opposite direction, trying to automate and optimize their way out of things. The very thing that could save them is the way you will be different. Now, if you think about it, if you've got a product, it's going to be copied within a matter of weeks. Pricing strategy, it'll be copied, analysed, matched, your marketing matched, everything but your authentic core belief and your reason for caring. So let me tell you a story about how this can be flipped around. A few years back, I was working with a founder, built a successful supplement brand, growing fast, everything looked great. But he came to me feeling completely burned out. Business felt flat and soulless. Digging deeper, what had happened is he'd started the company because he wanted to gain a nice level of freedom. His daughter had just started school. She was struggling in that environment, and he wanted to be supporting her in being at home more. So his business needed to grow to support him being able to step back a little bit. And what he doubled down on to make it successful is pure passion, pure purpose. But the thing is, like most of us, somewhere along that journey, and it does happen to everybody, he got caught up in the game of optimizing everything. So split testing everything, following what competitors are doing, using AI to write his ad copy because it was more efficient. And at that point, marketing then becomes more about conversion than connection. And the thing that you need to get right in order to sell a product and grow a business online is that connection. You don't want to look like everybody else. And AI is creating a situation where everybody looks the same. Everybody's emails, everybody's ads, everything's looking very, very similar. So it's about stepping back from that a little. When we stripped away all the optimization in this particular case, something magical happened. His conversion rates went up. So we removed the obsession with data and the data improved. Everything else downstream from that increased. Customer lifetime value, his content hit home more, and it kind of rooted him back in business. So this was a really telling lesson, and something that's like crucial in this increasingly AI saturated world. People are starving for authenticity, and they can feel the difference between human driven content and algorithmic optimization. And they're choosing brands now that feel real. So we've got a framework here, which I'm just going to go through, the Authentic Differentiation Pyramid. So what we've got here is essentially three layers to this. You've got your foundation layer, which is origin story. So not your company history, but why you personally care about solving the particular problem your business solves. what happened in life to make this matter to you. Your values level, so your non-negotiables, you'd rather lose money than compromise on these. So they're like your brand's ethical boundaries. And then your expression level, so your unique voice. How do you talk about your industry's problems? What analogies do you use? What makes people say, I've never heard it explained that way? The magic happens when all three levels align and you become uncopyable. Now, if you're thinking, great, this sounds nice, but how does it actually drive revenue? That's what we're here for, right? I get it. You're running a business, not a special therapy session. But here's what I've observed working with dozens of founders. The brands that lean right into this authentic differentiation consistently outperform the ones that are chasing the algorithmic optimization. Because in a world that's full of AI-generated sameness, the authentic human stories, the pattern interrupts, they stop the scroll, they create emotional connections, and they generate more of a word-of-mouth, natural style of marketing, social marketing, that AI cannot replicate. Because your customers are not just buying your product, they're buying into your worldview. They're choosing to align with your values. And in a commoditized market, that's your moat that goes around your business and protects it. Most founders go wrong when they think their values are just like these nice-to-have frameworks. They're not. And your values are driving decisions that you make in the business every day, hiring, product, partnership, everything. And when those values are authentically integrated into every aspect of your business, the customers, even the internal employees, competitors can't fake it. Everybody else in the business feels it. So here's what I want you to do right now, and literally pause this video and do this exercise. Drop a comment below and feedback on what you've learned. The moment you decided to start your business, don't think about market opportunity, revenue potential, but the personal moment when you thought, I really want to build a business around this problem. What was it that frustrated you? What was it that you thought you could do better? What did you wish existed? What did you believe needed to change? It's that frustration, that belief, that vision, that's your competitive advantage as a founder-led business. And AI cannot replicate what competitors can't copy. What you care about is unreplicable. Because here's the truth. In 5 years, every business has got access to the same AI tools, the same optimization tactics, the same growth hacks. Only thing that will differentiate successful brands from commodities is the strength of their authentic human story. The values you've got are not just nice to have things. In an increasingly artificial world, they are your sustainable competitive advantage. The question isn't whether you should choose efficiency or authenticity. It's whether you'll use AI as a tool to supplement and amplify your human story or let it replace you as a human. And I would most certainly choose the former of those two. If you're ready to sort of rediscover what makes your brand truly uncopyable, and if you want to build something that grows because of who you are, not despite it, then this really is the work that matters the most. At the end of the day, people don't just buy products, they buy beliefs, they buy values, they buy the feeling that someone who thinks like them created something just for them. And ultimately, no algorithm is ever going to be able to automate that situation. Hope you've loved the video. I'd love it if you could share what your thoughts are below. I'll see you in the next one.